WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
Alrighty, and good morning to all of you guys joining us on this absolutely marvelous Monday. Yeah, I was just doing the dramatic effect. I knew it was a marvelous Monday already, Kayla.
All right, yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us on this beautiful Monday. It is Monday, January 19th. I am your host, Alexis Bellamy. 2 News anchor Kayla Ferris is here with me to start off your work week. Kayla, happy Monday.
Happy Monday and happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day to you.
Absolutely.
And to everyone watching.
Right back at you. And we have so much to get through today on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But first, we're starting off with a look at weather. It is, we're going to be using words like frigid and freezing and unfriendly and beyond cold all week long, aren't we, Cameron?
Yeah, that's what we're going to be seeing here. There's a day or two where we're going to be right around normal or a little bit below it, but it's definitely a cold one out there.
Yep.
The wind actually woke me up here this morning at 7 a.m.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
howling.
It was very windy.
Oh
It was
my gosh, I thought
howling
I was
out
the
there,
only one.
and as we went through the morning, thankfully I got back to sleep and got my beauty rest in time to get to work on
Good for
time.
you.
But outside right now, it is very cloudy, at least there on the Goodwill Auto Auction camera. We do have some sunshine in the Miami Valley here as we go into the morning hours, and that snow has pushed out of here, so that's a good news as we go into your Monday. Temperatures, though, or wind chills, I should say, are below zero in parts of the Miami Valley. 3 below in Dayton, 8 below in Wapakoneta, 1 in Springfield, 6 in Springboro. Temperatures into the teens, 15 here in Dayton. We're going to see those temperatures continue to fall through the daytime, so it's only going to get colder as we go through the day here in the Miami Valley. And as you can see outside on Live Doppler 2 HD, it's all quiet here going into the 11 a.m. hour. We're not tracking any rain or snow here as we go into the daytime. There are going to be warmer temperatures as we head into Wednesday, but it also comes with a chance of some rain and snow. I'm tracking that. And another Arctic blast on the way by next weekend, coming up on the Complete Storm Team 2 forecast.
Because what is the end of January if we're not continuing to cover or track an Arctic blast or snow showers here and there?
I mean, you
Cameron?
should accept it, and I feel like that is the
You guys
mindset to
keep
have.
saying that. Yeah, accept it.
It's
That's, I guess, what I'm
timely.
gonna
It's
have to do.
January.
Timely.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, evergreen. Thank you, Cameron. We'll check back in with you in just a few minutes. Kicking things right along here this morning to your top stories. Kicking things off with a big update. The man who was saved from a house fire in Piqua late last year is now being charged for starting it. Listen to this. Brian Markin was inside the home during the fire, but was rescued by Julio De Leon, who's been honored for his heroic actions. You may remember that ceremony that happened there also late last year. Markin is now facing charges for aggravated arson. We dug deeper into court documents this morning and found out a foreclosure filing against Markin's home was filed just a few days before the fire broke out. Court records also show he's pleaded not guilty and is out on bond. A pretrial conference is set for this Thursday.
Yeah, this is a crazy story. The fact that he was saved from the fire that he could have started.
Yeah,
that
that's
the officials
really-
believe that he started. That's a wild one. Another
for more on
update this
that.
morning. New details have emerged relating to a shooting that happened in Dayton. Police say it happened around 7 on Sunday morning at Triangle Park on Ridge Avenue. The 911 caller says he took his girlfriend to the hospital after she was shot. He also said they didn't know the shooter, but that person drove away in a small black car. Police don't have anyone in custody yet, but we're working to learn more details and more about how that woman's doing this morning.
And moving right along here this morning, investigators are working to learn the cause of a crash involving a medical transport bus that killed 3 people, and that happened over in Darke County. It happened around 7:20 on Friday morning on State Route 49 and Pittsburgh-Laura Road in Arcanum. Now, the Darke County Sheriff's Office says a van pulling a trailer crossed the center line and hit the bus. The van then hit a car before bursting into flames. You can see the aftermath right here on your screen. The bus driver, who was 63-year-old Chris Beams, he unfortunately died in the crash along with the 2 other men who were in the van. A semi-driver saw all of this happen and jumped in to help a bus aide and a student off of the bus. A vigil at the Darke County Fairgrounds was just absolutely packed with people to mourn the 3 who died in that crash, Kayla.
Yeah, and it's very timely in the sense that we've got all this winter weather happening.
Of course.
And that means that you have to be much more cautious on the roads with whether it's snow or just freezing temperatures. It's important to just keep in mind. And we'll have some more updates coming up in the show about how you can be safe during the winter months.
Absolutely.
On a lighter note, today marks the last day of one of the largest high school basketball invitationals in the country, and it's taking place at Trent Arena in Kettering. This is the 23rd year for the Flying to the Hoop event. I wish I was a hooper.
Oh, you wish you could ball?
Yeah, I used to when I was younger, but
let's find
whatever.
out.
That's not here nor there. I'm no longer a hooper. But 29 teams from 8 states fought it out on the hardwood over the weekend. Players have college coaches watching and national media coverage, which is pretty cool. The showcase is a big deal for many wanting to play after graduation. More than 100 players who participated in this invitational have been drafted to the NBA. That's a big deal.
There.
Yeah, good luck if you're out there hooping.
Now, Kayla, you weren't with us last week when we actually had someone come on in. We had Steve from Flying to the Hoop come in and just tell us a little bit about the event. He highlighted the revenue that this event actually brings right on into our area. And aside from that, just the fun. He was really just amped up. Everyone was looking forward to it. Today's the last day. cannot wait to see. I'm sure
they
they're
need like
an
amateur tournament.
Oh, yeah. Would you do that one?
I would totally do that.
Okay. Now we know. That's a good idea. Now, looking forward, listen to this. We're staying kind of on that same subject. In our continuing coverage for this morning, the state of Ohio can confirm that they are now the new owners at the site of Hera Arena. Right now, the state plans to turn that location into a new mental health care center. And we know that's very important. Ohio approved the $2.5 million purchase of the site back in November. However, a spokesman with Harrison Township confirmed the transfer of ownership on Friday. Now, officials expect the new hospital to bring new high-paying jobs right into the community, which, of course, we know is very important, and are also excited to offer more resources to residents in need of mental health assistance. The state also donated roughly $800,000 alongside the purchase and plans to invest roughly $300 million into the property. So they are really making sure they pour support and resources into this mental health center.
Yeah.
Now, construction is expected to begin with the goal of opening the facility by 2030. So that is definitely something to keep an eye on as we move forward through the year, Kayla.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that brings us now to 11:07, a look at our React to That question for this morning. Okay, Kayla, you've had a little bit of time to think about it, but my question to you guys this morning is, what was the last movie that you saw in theaters, and what was your experience? There's mine right there.
It's right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, Kayla.
That's
This was
mine
me
too.
and Kayla's, yes. Wicked for Good. And Kayla, what was your experience like? Did you enjoy yourself?
I absolutely enjoyed Wicked for Good. And I never saw Wicked like in the, what is that called? Like as a musical, like in the.
Oh, yeah, that's the big one. I didn't see it.
I was going to say in the theater, but I guess they're both theaters, but like live theater.
Yeah, no, I know what you
so
meant.
I wasn't spoiled, like nothing was spoiled
Right,
for me.
and that's the
So I
important
was genuinely surprised by all the things that happened during the movie. I didn't
Yeah.
have any spoilers. I didn't know what
Me
was going
neither.
what
And I
was coming.
loved that. I love that. I went with some of my friends, and one of them, she started getting emotional at the end, and I was like, okay, I know
Yeah.
something is coming.
That makes
Like,
sense.
Yeah. So I want to know from you guys, what was the last movie that you saw in theaters? Kayla and I, it was Wicked for Good. We had a great time. Scan the QR
sure
code
did.
and get in on the conversation. But our movie talk doesn't stop there, Kayla.
No, not at all. Today is actually the last day that you can take advantage of the Cinemark Bring Your Own Bucket that they do. And customers can bring any container that holds up to 400 ounces and fill it up for only $5. So that's more than 3 gallons of popcorn
my
if you're
goodness.
into popcorn. If that's not enough popcorn this year, Cinemark is partnering with Lowe's, allowing customers to bring in one of its 5-gallon buckets that you can fill up. So if that 4 gallons isn't enough and you need that extra and that
Then you
extra
have
ounce,
that.
you can fill it up for just $5, which I would think is a lot of
That's
popcorn.
plenty.
But the good thing is, if there's not even a movie that you want to see in theaters right now, you can still go and
just
get the popcorn without getting
That's
a movie
me.
ticket.
I really hate to
So,
say it, but that is me.
Are you
I'm
going
a-
to be participating
I'm
in
a
this?
huge popcorn, movie theater popcorn girl specifically. My whole family knows I will get the popcorn,
Interesting.
take it home after the movies, and just enjoy it. I don't
Maybe
care.
that's what we should have asked. What's your favorite movie theater snack?
We
That's
should
a
have.
Good, that's a good
But
one.
today, you guys, Kayla, it is a great day to actually stay in the house, stay where you are, and do nothing, and most importantly, stay warm. We are dealing with below freezing temperatures, talking absolutely frigid numbers, and things are going to look like that for us here at home over the next couple of days. So this morning, we're talking about the winterization process and what that means for you and how to stay safe. 2 News reporter Evan Bales is here with us this morning. He's going to be working on exactly that today. Evan, good morning. What do people need to know as we make our way through the week with these temperatures?
Good morning. So I mean, obviously, like you said, today is a great day to be inside, but obviously the main concern with staying inside is making sure that space is warm and that you aren't paying an exorbitantly large amount of money, especially as the temperatures get colder. Obviously, your electric and your heating bill is going to go up, and that's what I'm hoping to tackle today. Hoping to talk to some local heating and cooling companies as well as some local hardware stores, talking about how you can winterize your home and honestly just preserve the energy that was made in there and just keeping your house warm for a good cost.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that you're trying to find out from these experts when it comes to your story today?
So another thing that's super important is I guess you could call them short-term solutions that you may think will work and be safe. And it's important to know that, certain items like space heaters need to be used with caution, making sure you're not putting them next to flammable objects. Those space heaters can get really hot, and especially it's just important to make sure you're not burning down your home. Also, hoping to talk a little bit more about, why you shouldn't be engaging in activities like that, why you shouldn't be using your oven to heat your house, and other things like that.
Yeah, because sometimes those quick fixes can actually cause more harm than help.
And that's exactly what I was going to touch on, was what are some of the common mistakes that people are doing. But it sounds like you just listed them, as using the oven as a source of heat when you really shouldn't be doing that, and making sure the space heaters are somewhere safe. Those are some of the big ones, right?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. Well, we will look. Thank you for that, Evan. We'll look for more from you for First at 4 today. And please stay warm and be careful out there. Do you have a scarf and a glove and hats, like all of the things for today?
Oh, absolutely. And that's last thing to look out for. Wind chill is going to be crazy today. Make sure reduce the amount of exposed skin that you have outside. Make sure you are coming equipped with, hats, gloves, scarves, all that good stuff.
Very important. We'll hear more from Cameron on that in just a minute, in fact. Thank you, Evan. Be careful out there. It is now 11:12. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, like we just said, a longer look at weather and how you can celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day today. All of the events and marches that you can be a part of right here in the Miami Valley. We'll be right back.
2 News Now, brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, I'm Dan, the owner of Universal Windows Direct of Dayton. This is Bowie. He's been sniffing out the coolest winter deals for you. For a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Get $250 off for patio doors and entry doors, $1,500 off for roofing, and $2,000 off for siding. Plus this week, 24 months interest-free financing for all products. Keep the cold out and the savings in. Give us a call now.
Windows Direct.
Welcome back, everyone. Turning now to that ever so sought after and looked forward to countdown to the 2026 Winter Olympics. Take a look at this. We're showing you the host city on our Olympic cam. Here's Milan right here. You guys, 18 days. That's how long we have until that torch is lit in Milan, signaling the start of the ultimate sporting challenge. The 2026 Winter Olympics kick off on February 6th to February 22nd. And of course, the Paralympics are up next. That's on March 6th to March 15th. Those events will happen in Milan and the mountain resort of Cortina. Both games, you guys, when they do happen in just a little over 2 weeks, can be watched right here on WDTN and WDTN+. Time now to turn for a look outside right here at home. Freezing. I talked about all the adjectives that we're going to be using to describe it this week moving forward, but we're going to hear a little bit more about what to expect. But before we jump into it, Cameron, what was your movie? Did you share that with us? What the last thing you saw?
I think it was World War Z back in high school. I don't go to the movie theater anymore.
It doesn't look like it, does it?
But you might still get some of that popcorn, though.
Is that your bag, Cameron? Popcorn?
I do like some popcorn, but yeah, that is a movie theater
today
go
and
to.
just stay inside, I guess.
And speaking about Italy, man, I wish I was there instead of here.
Anywhere,
it's very cold here as we go into the daytime. Temperatures right now into the teens. They're only going to get colder as we go into the afternoon, but it's a little bit deceiving outside. Please don't go outside with the short sleeves. As you can see, it's sunny, but it's not going to feel that way. Temperatures right now right around 15 here in Dayton and below 0 wind chills. Looking at that dog walking forecast, you obviously want to have the layers handy here as we go into the daytime. If you are going to be headed out, expect wind chills to be below 0, especially as we go into the afternoon hours. Winds here through the daytime up to about 20 or so miles per hour. We saw winds here today, and we'll continue to see some winds gusting up to about 40 miles per hour until the evening hours. And then we start to see a little bit calmer winds going into your Tuesday. So that's some good news as the wind chill will rebound going into Tuesday. High temperatures today, 15 in Troy, 10 in Wapakoneta, 12 in Sydney, 22 in Springfield, here in Dayton, 15. Now, that's the temperature that we saw here this morning. Outside on Live Doppler 2 HD, there's nothing to track. We're going to be staying dry through the rest of the daytime. We had some snow overnight, and that continued early into the day today. But out of here and off to the eastern portion of the Buckeye State here, going into the 11 a.m. hour. That Alberta Clipper is a fast mover. It's going to be out of here quickly going through the daytime. The cold front has already pushed on through. Temps right now right around our high forecasted for the day, and that is going to continue to cool down through the daytime. 15 in Dayton, 10 up in Wapakoneta, 8 in Union City. Future track here going through the day. We'll have some sunshine out there, also a little bit of mixed in cloud cover as well. Now, as we go into the evening hours, we'll, for the most part, have mostly clear skies and some sunshine as we get into your Tuesday, just a few mix of clouds at times. Going into your Wednesday, that's where we'll see the temperatures increasing as we go through the day up into the 40s. We'll have a chance of rain and snow. Right now, it looks like it's going to be a little bit too warm to see that snow stick to the ground, as we'll have temperatures, again, right around the lower 40s. 15 degrees for the high here today. We'll have some sunshine out there, windy and very cold, gust up to about 35 to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, dropping down to 4 degrees, wind chills all the way down to about 15 below zero. It's going to be a cold one out there. And through the day tomorrow, we'll see 24. We'll start to rebound those wind chills going into the middle of the day. It's going to be a breezy one, though, as we go into the middle of the week. We'll see the chance of snow on Wednesday, then a return of the Arctic air as we head into the weekend. Temperatures right around 20 and 16 again on Friday and Saturday.
You know, Cameron, sometimes when you give it to us, I just hear like the worst part of what you say. Like, I think you said, like, what? How many degrees are we below freezing? The wind chill is like, that's all
the wind
I
chill is
hear.
actually below zero right now.
Yeah,
that's
that-
awful. It's
that stuck
always
out to me.
cold on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And
Day.
Always.
It's going to get colder in the afternoon, so
great.
bundle up.
Yeah, we're
please
looking
do
forward
if you're
to it.
headed out the door. Thanks, Cameron.
Thank you.
And then speaking of being headed out the
Indeed.
door, if you need something to do today, we have some suggestions for you for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The Neon has a free screening of The Fire Inside with City Commissioner Darius Beckham. Xenia African American Ministry Alliance and the Ministry Association of Xenia are having a Go Forth celebration at 2 p.m. at Lewis Arena at Wilberforce University Alumni Multiplex. Carillon Historical Park is having their annual celebration banquet at 6. And if you're planning on joining in on the celebrations, just make sure that you prepare, stay warm, bundle up, cover your fingers, toes, ears, and nose. Absolutely. I was out shooting a story for later today, which is going to air in our later shows at 4, 5, and 6 about a march that took place this morning. And I felt like my toes were going to fall off.
That
So
sounds about right.
just make sure that you bundle up because, like
Please.
Cameron said, it's going to get colder.
Colder and colder. But speaking of all of those events and the things that you can do, Kayla just shared them. Listen to this. The RDA is going to actually help with that, you guys. They're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day with free rides all day today. So all you have to do as a rider is hop on and enjoy the free ride. But with that still being said, you're going to be standing out at the bus station, at these terminals. We just said it, can't say it enough. Make sure to bundle up and stay safe out there. Stay warm. All right, we are looking to your day ahead, celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day all day. And here in the Miami Valley, the day is for remembering and the legacy and the work that he started. So countless organizations, as we just heard from Kayla, are celebrating and honoring the day and paying a tribute, which is one of the key things. So this morning, we are joined by Ali Shakmandarov with MLK Dayton Incorporated. He's going to tell us a little bit about what the group is doing to pay tribute and look ahead. Ali, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much
Welcome.
for being here. So you guys actually kicked the day off a little bit earlier with brunch. How was that?
It was great. So it's always great to come together with the different organizations, with people from different faiths, religions, cultures, and come together and we pray, and we talk about our future. How do we build a future to live in a peace and justice and equality?
That's awesome. And you have your brunch this morning that you had, and then you have your celebration later tonight. What other type of work does Dayton MLK do?
So the Dayton MLK is actually it's a community-based, multiracial, and ethnic organization dedicated to carrying forward vision and mission of Dr. Martin Luther King's. We exist to inspire citizens, act on Dr. King's vision and social justice, equality and unity, and human rights for all people. Our purpose is to ensure that his dream is not just remembered as history, but lived out as a call to action in our present day. As you know, each year MLK Dayton brings the greater Dayton community together through events and programs that honor Dr. King's legacy. This include annual Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial March and Rally, interfaith services, youth programs, educational workshops, and community banquets that encourage reflection, dialogue, and unity. Beyond this event, MLK awards scholarships to local school students who connects Dr. King's vision today's challenges as racism, poverty, and homelessness. We also give back the community through charitable support, including donations to feed hungry in Miami Valley. We are not affiliated with the single churches or denominations. Instead, it is a coalition of local leaders, organizations, residents of our community to advancing Dr. King's legacy through action. Our core is to stand for justice, quality, unity across all races, backgrounds, service that strengthens the community, and commitment to keep Dr. King's dream alive for generations to come.
Amazing.
And Ali, we know you guys have that banquet coming up later
Yes.
today. We're so excited for that. Thank you so much for coming on and telling us a little bit about the organization and what you guys are doing today. Be safe and warm out there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All righty, it's time for us to take a quick break. When we get back, a look at those React to That responses. What are you guys looking at in the movie theaters? We want to know. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We are getting straight into those React to That responses. Fun question this morning. What was the last movie you guys saw in the theater and what was your experience? That's what we want to know. So we have some good answers for you guys today. Tanisha says, oh, Kayla, she's with us. Wicked for good and expected nothing less than all the feels, and it delivered.
Absolutely.
Tanisha, did you cry?
We are
I
with
cried.
you.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if anyone else cried. Okay, next comment. Todd says, Charlie the Wonder Dog? Only about 10 people in theater. Movie was okay. Spending time with granddaughter, priceless.
Aw,
See, and I
Todd.
haven't heard about that movie. I like this because I'm learning about new movies. Did you know that one, Kayla?
I did not, but I'm happy that you got to spend time with your granddaughter,
opportunity
Todd.
is what
That's
matters. Stuff. And finally, Debbie says, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Oh,
I love the
yeah.
movie theater experience. It's the only place you can sit back, grab some popcorn and we just talked about how much popcorn
grab a lot of
for a
popcorn
couple
today.
hours. Forget what's going on outside of those walls. Perfect
Absolutely,
answer.
Debbie.
Man, don't know
Thanks
that
for
movie.
sharing.
But yes,
You
y'all
haven't
did
heard of
great that morning.
Avatar?
The second one. Oh,
Girl,
no.
come on.
Yes. Sorry. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it, but no, I'm familiar. Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Well, speaking of stars and icons, there's a country music icon who has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Dolly Parton. She shares a birthday with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and she's turning 80 years old today.
Hey,
she was born
blessing.
in 1946.
She
And,
looks amazing.
We are very happy for her. Happy birthday.
You remember
She's-
when Jolene came out and people were like, I need to see what Jolene looked like because Dolly P is, she is a
Dolly
looker.
is-
yeah, look at
absolutely.
her even now.
No reason for her to be jealous. Well,
Happy
she
birthday,
has
Dolly.
a new song that she's releasing in honor of her birthday, so you can definitely go check that
Ooh,
out.
a good happy birthday to Dolly. Perfect. Well, Kayla, thank you so much for being here for 2 News Now on
Absolutely.
this marvelous freezing Monday. That does it for us. We'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good one.